Wouldn't it be great if you could have an English tutor and an English practice partner with you wherever you go, especially if you could talk to that practice partner, especially if you could ask questions to that tutor, and especially if it were free? Well, that's what you get with the ChatGPT app, but you have to use it in the right way. In this video, that's what we're going to be going over. I'm going to teach you 3 ways that you can use the ChatGPT app to learn and practice English. If you have any questions as we go, leave those in the comments. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And now let's get into the video. Let's check out the new ChatGPT app and look at some ways that we might use it to practice English, get some feedback. Some of these things are no different from how you would normally use ChatGPT, with an important difference, that you can talk to it more easily. Now, yes, currently for web ChatGPT, you can use Chrome extensions or extensions to speak and then turn your voice into text, speech to text. But this is built in, it's baked in, and that makes it a more seamless experience. And because it's using Whisper, Whisper is, if you don't know, a lot of people don't know what Whisper is. So OpenAI has, it's not just GPT-4. They have GPT-4, they have Whisper, they have DALL-E, and Whisper is for speech to text. It's really accurate. So even if you have a, let's say, very strong accent when you're speaking English, it's probably still going to catch everything just fine. It is really good. So this is it. I mean, it's this simple. What I'm not sure about is, do I just have GPT-4 because I have a Plus membership, or is that available to everyone? I'm not totally sure about that. But anyway, so let's look at 3 things we can do to learn English with the mobile version of ChatGPT, okay? So we're going to start with a back and forth. And there are variations of this. You can state specific topics if you want, but we're going to keep it quite general. So here we go. I want to have a 3-question discussion to help me improve my English. You ask me questions about a specific topic, and I'll respond. Only ask 1 question at a time. After the 3rd question, give me feedback on my English. Cite specific things I said. Yeah. Perfect. I mean, it looks pretty perfect. Yeah. There's a satisfying little, at least on my phone, and you can turn it off, but there is a satisfying little haptic, when it's typing, you feel it in your hand. It's pretty cool, actually. I like that. That sounds like a fantastic exercise. Let's talk about the topic of technology. Here's my first question. How do you think technology has changed our daily lives in the past decade? Social media has probably changed our lives for the worst because it drives our jealousy and our need to compare ourselves to others. And unfortunately, we usually only see the best things about other people and compare the worst things about ourselves to those best things about other people, and it's not healthy. But the emergence of AI could really change the way that we work and live. Okay, that's pretty accurate. It's easy. You can just click the button and then just start talking, right? Now for the next one, so that was just me talking as I normally talk. For the next one, I'm going to try to make some mistakes, and we'll see how good the feedback is, because part of my request, right, was to get feedback. How do you feel about the rise of artificial intelligence? Do you see it as a potential threat or a boon to society? Strange of ChatGPT to be asking me this. In my think, the AI are very danger to the human, but also there are good thing too. In my opinions, we must to make the wisdom decision about what is the using of the AI for our daily life. What is the using? Okay, it captured my deliberate mistakes in my think the AI are very danger to the human. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. So I think one more question. Here's the last question. Can you name an instance where you've personally benefited from the use of AI technology? I are using the AI, use the ChatGPT to creating some the written works for my working, and also using some of the tools to save my times and being more efficiently. I like the interface, is very simple. I really like it. And I like how it also auto-selects the whole thing, so you can make changes if you wanted to in text. Social media has probably changed our lives for the worse. Okay, thank you for your responding. I will now give some feedback. So it's giving some basic corrections here. This is a very well constructed sentence. You express your point clearly and convincingly. In my think, the AI are very dangerous to the human. Here you might want to say, in my opinion, AI is very dangerous to humans, but it can also be beneficial. In my opinions, we must to make the wisdom decision. Here it would be better to say, in my opinion, we must make wise decisions. I'm using the AI. Okay, this sentence could be improved to, we use AI like, I use AI like ChatGPT to create some written works for my job. Actually, that would not be correct. Written work for my job, or just writing for my job, but okay. Using some of the tools to save my times and being more efficiently. This could be corrected as, I use some tools to save time and be more efficient. Overall, just fine in terms of feedback. You made excellent points in your discussion, and your English is quite good. Keep practicing. How dare you say my English is quite good? You're doing well. All right. So that's one way. That's number one. Now let's try number two. I think that's a good way to build a conversation partner. In that specific prompt, you could add the topic. If you don't want to talk about AI, you could talk about something else. Instead, you say, instead of saying talk about a specific topic, let's say talk about farm animals or something like that, whatever you want to talk about. Okay, now I need it for help. I don't want to necessarily, I could learn from it, but I want to use it to create. That's what I want to do. I'm working on something for work. I need help. I need you to draft a casual, concise message for a Slack channel, letting my team know that I'll be out of the office for 3 weeks and that they can message Glenn if they need any help. Okay. Glenn, yeah. Glenn does everything I need. So now I want ChatGPT to help me create this. Now, I haven't said anything other than casual, concise. So let's see if it's casual and concise. Just wanted to let you know that I'll be out of the office for the next 3 weeks. If you need anything during that time, feel free to reach out to Glenn. He'll be your point of contact while I'm away. Thanks for understanding. I'll catch up with you when I'm back. I love it. That's exactly how I would have written that. Very short and sweet. It's not super formal, but it's polite. It's respectful. It's, I think, perfect for a Slack message. So that would be just asking for a quick thing. But there, when you're saying that, you would state your criteria. Make it very professional and formal. You explain the context, but you start with the request. I need you to draft a casual, concise email, message, whatever. Okay, finally, we're going to try to, and again, you can sort of use that structure to adapt to your own message or learn about how ChatGPT constructs things to sort of change and improve your writing style, right? But can we use it to specifically learn things? Maybe you're watching a movie and you have your phone with ChatGPT and you want to sort of use it as your partner as you're watching a movie. Well, I would want to know if I learn a phrase from a movie and I don't really understand it, maybe a phrasal verb or an idiom, if I want to really understand it, I might want to know what it means and I might want to see a couple of examples. The best way to learn is by example in context, right? So imagine I'm watching a TV show and maybe I hear a phrase that's new to me. Maybe the phrase I hear is, let's say the phrase I hear is any given. Okay, any given. Could you explain what it means, right? And give examples. And let's see if we can do it, because any given is kind of a phrase that's usually part of a larger piece. So let's see if we can confuse ChatGPT or see if it understands. Could you explain what the phrase any given means and provide some examples that include it? The phrase any given, very nice. It's got it in quotes and everything. Oh, yes. The phrase any given is often used to mean a particular or unspecified in a general sense. It refers to any instance of a repeating occurrence. For example, on any given day, you might find her reading a book. This means on an unspecified or random day, it's possible that you might find her reading a book. It suggests that this is a common activity for her. Yeah, absolutely. Very good example. I can be contacted at any given time. This means that you can be contacted at any unspecified time. There are typically thousands of people in the mall at any given weekend, any given weekend. This implies that it is typical or normal for there to be thousands of people in the mall on a weekend, though it doesn't specify which weekend. All good examples and great explanations. So as you're watching movies, if you have a little learning buddy there with you, you can ask these questions, get examples, get explanations, and understand these things more deeply without having that sort of clunky process of typing a lot of stuff or going to a separate app and searching things. Just say it, right? Just have that conversation, that back and forth. If you still don't understand, say, give me some more examples or explain it in a different way. Think of this as a partner now, back and forth. Having it as an app, yes, you could use it in a browser before, but being able to very easily speak to it, I think is a game changer and is a very cool way to interact with ChatGPT. So try it out. Let me know how you feel about it. I think it's pretty cool. I have already been using it a lot. If you have any questions, let me know. Look out for some of my other videos and courses on this topic. Feel free to also hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed and learned something, and also get a free course, Natural English Conversations, in the links in the description.